Aaron is a huge guy, and at first, people are going to be intimidated by his physical presence.
Coming in, I'm definitely going to tone down who I am a little bit so that, I can just be that average guy to blend in as much as I possibly can, which I can't, but socially, I want to try to blend in.
But what's interesting about Aaron is, even though he's a gym owner and he's full of muscles, in his heart, I think he relates as a dad.
I am a father of a 5-year-old son, Kellen. My role as a father, I'm going to not be the father figure. I don't want people to look at me like the father figure. I think it's going to be difficult for people. It's to be a provider, to fish when I need to fish, to go get firewood, to build a shelter, to consistently make sure that people are as comfortable as possible. That's going to be my role at camp, and then be that physical guy, but not be the hero. So I want to really tone down that side of who I am. I'm a super competitive person, so that's going to be tough.
If he can somehow downplay that and get people to not get rid of him simply because he's big and athletic, he's a real threat.
All right, tribes, let's see what today's got in store, but first,
Chelsea has been in our mix probably longer than any other person who has not yet gotten on the show.
Survivor? Survivor has been a dream of mine since I was 8 years old. I was told no time and time and time again, and I found a way to turn that no into a yes.
This season, it was a perfect fit. She's a player. She's manipulative. She's driven.
Leading up to getting on Survivor, I had 4 gym memberships. I watched old challenges. I took screen grabs and I memorized them. I don't want to win Survivor. I need to win Survivor.
She could overplay in the beginning, but if there's any part of her that can say, let me assess before I assassinate, she can do really well.
I think what I need to do is, just keep a low profile in the beginning, and then as we get past the first couple of tribals, that's when I can start making my big moves.
Dan is going to be a force out there. He's a talent manager in Hollywood.
In my business, I have to get actors to make the right, sensible decisions without them feeling like you've bossed them into doing it. And at the end of the day, it has to be the right decision or they'll end up firing you. And in some ways, you have to feel no sympathy for everybody else who doesn't get the role. And in this show, to some degree, that person who you're trying to get out becomes kind of a competitor to your client who's some other person you want to move further along with you, and that person's got to go.
What's working against Dan is he's very excited to play. And if you come out of the gate too fast, people see it. They sense it.
The beginning strategy, to position yourself simply wherever the most people are. Because I've watched too many times where 6 people are here, 3 people in the water, and the 6 people just look at each other and go, and that's it. Just be with the biggest group.
There's so many women in my life that inspire me. Women that have played this game. Suri, Michaela, Desi, Julia, all the black women that have cleared this path for me to play this game have inspired me.
Lauren, in about 5 seconds, I thought, oh my God, you're going to be on the show.
I am excited for everything. Come on in, guys.
Come on in, guys.
Loved ones visit because I want to show my husband that I can do this. Another great moment for me is going to be when I find that idol. I see it every season when someone you don't expect finds that. And I want that feeling. And I'm going to get that feeling.
She's beautiful inside and out. And the more you talk to her, the more you realize she knows exactly how to play this game.
This game is all about human connection. But if I need to vote out my greatest ally because I know I can't beat them in the final 3, sayonara.
I took a semester off from law school to be out here. I can't say no to something that I've wanted to do since I was 10 years old. I may seem very sunny and fun on the surface, and then you get to know me and I'm like really intense.
The reasons we love Molly are pretty apparent. She's very sharp and great at appearing to just sort of be just an everyday kind of, I don't know, what do you guys think? But I know from talking to her, she has Survivor whiteboards up at her house with strategy and lines connecting this player to that player and this move to that move.
My goal is to stay under the radar with challenges and have both social and strategic conversations with every single person on the beach. I want to ask a lot of questions. I want to do more listening and watching than speaking for a while, and then kind of handpick that ride or die. Then mingle and figure out who else can be in that group of 5.
She's definitely a threat to win the game. Jason is one of 2 personal injury attorneys we have this season. Total coincidence.
I don't give off the best first impression. Sometimes I talk too much. Sometimes I get snappy with people. I'm not like one of the bigger guys. And I'm this little snaky personal injury attorney from New York. There's no way. I would be like target number one. They'd be like, you, get out of here. So that's why I'm not going to tell people I'm a lawyer.
But what he's good at is making a story fit the narrative that he needs it to fit. And I think he's going to be a very good player.
The beginning of the game is the shut the heck up strategy. Be cool, lay back, don't be the first to do anything, don't volunteer for the puzzles.
And if he can get through a couple of tribals and just get settled in, he could be a real threat to go very deep.
I'll be able to do the shut the heck up strategy long enough to get me through the beginning of the game, and once I feel like I have my footing in this game, it's going to be game on.
I'm really excited about this group of people. I'm a little bit sad that we have to vote someone off, and hopefully it's not me. I'm concerned about my pedigree. I'm an MBA student at Wharton, therefore coming off as like too smart. I have really been trying to figure out how I can downplay being less of a threat in that way. How do I be dumb? I was like, maybe I should just zone out and be like, what?
The first time I met Kelly, my first impression was she makes you work for everything. I don't think it's a chip on her shoulder. I just think her attitude is, I don't know if I'm interested. Convince me. Typically on Survivor, you want to meet people where they are. Kelly's more like, I'm not into that. What else you got? I'm really attracted to her point of view in life, and I'm curious how it will translate on the island. What I love about Tommy is you see this good-looking, big physical guy and you think, oh, he must be an athlete. No, I'm a fourth grade school teacher.
I hated school growing up. I didn't really have any friends either. And my fourth grade teacher, I remember just pulling me over and she's just like, I want to help you. What do you need? And I just remember like an adult to talk to me like that. She just changed me, and it's because Miss Bennett, I am where I am now. I look at my 23 kids and I say like, I have the opportunity to change their lives every day. So that's why I love my job.
Every mom will like him, and every kid who isn't in his class will wish he was their teacher.
I kind of looked at my students, like, are they going to be upset because I'm playing this game hard? And I go, you know what? They're going to be so pissed if I don't play hard. If I don't backstab, they're going to be my biggest critics. So they'd rather me cheat, lie, and steal. And when this is airing, oh, I can't wait to see the kids' faces.
An attorney in that courtroom, you are there to present a viewpoint and make people understand it and then agree with it. Here in Survivor, you have the same kind of environment where there's no such thing as fair. The word doesn't exist. Perception is reality. I mean, I'm a master in this bubble.
Karishma is going to be extremely relatable to a lot of women. Maybe for the first time in her life. I'm doing this for me.
I'm here to come out understanding things about myself at the age of 37. I'm not here with the permission of anyone. I'm not here for anybody else. I am unapologetically here for me and me only. And that's what this means to me.
This is her adventure, and I'm really excited she's out here. When I first met Dean, all I saw was the swagger. But you dig a little deeper and you realize I'm showing you one thing. I may show her something else. I may show those two people a completely different side of me.
I like to think about our place in the universe, and then I like to go spray paint like basketball courts in New York City, so it keeps life interesting. I think a couple ways sales has prepared me for this game. That hunger and that drive I think is necessary when we talk about like outlasting people. Also like the ability to get along with different people and perhaps read different people. I hear salesman, I think like sleazy, slimy, he's strategizing somehow. I feel like there's a lot of red flags that can perk people's ears up. People say he looks relatively athletic and played basketball. He could be a beast at challenges. So like these things I'm gonna try to subdue.
I think he's gonna take a while for people to get used to him, but once you do, I think you'll like him more than you ever imagined you could.